Good morning, dear learners. Myself, Yogesh Kanade. Our today's topic is anti-amoebic drugs, the drugs which are used in treatment of amoebiasis. Before studying the drugs used in treatment of amoebiasis, in short, we will revise or we will understand amoebiasis, its sign and symptoms, causative agent, and life cycle. Amoebiasis. Amoebiasis, it is an infection of mucous membrane of the large intestine where Entamoeba histolytica is the causative agent. What is the causative agent for amoebiasis? It is Entamoeba histolytica, that is one of the amoebia. It is responsible for causing amoebiasis. Amoebia is a shapeless moving mass of protoplasm which measures 20 to 40 micrometer. It contains a nucleus and food vacuoles in the granular endoplasm surrounded by a clear ectoplasm. The food vacuoles may contain red cells. Entamoeba histolytica organism occurs in the intestine in the form of tropozoites and cysts. Tropozoites or vegetative form appear to feed on the intestinal bacterial flora and multiply in the colonic lumen without causing any symptoms. But under certain circumstances, tropozoites get activated and invade the intestinal mucosa, causing tissue lysis and producing dysentery or diarrhea. Under unfavorable conditions, tropozoites are encysted and the cyst form is excreted in the feces. In majority of the cases, the infected human being do not show any symptoms and excrete both cyst and tropozoites in the feces. The cyst form of the organism is infective and the infection is acquired by the indigestion of amoebic cyst in food, water contaminated during the handling by such infected person. Ingested cyst liberate tropozoites in the intestine and continue to process in the new human beings or in the new host. The infection usually prevails in the area of poor hygienic conditions and inadequate sanitization. Now let us see the life cycle of amoebiasis. I have shown you with the help of a flow chart. Entamoeba histolytica has a two-stage cycle. It has two stages. First one, the cyst stage, in which the organism can live for longer periods both outside the body and within the human intestine. And the second stage, that is vegetative form or tropozoid stage, which is motile and occurs under suitable environmental conditions in the intestine of human beings. Tropozoites invades the intestinal mucosa forming multiple ulcers. Tropozoites release a substance that digests mucosal cells, and finally they may find their way to the mesenteric veins to be carried to the liver by portal circulation, causing amoebic hepatitis or liver abscess. Thus, The tropozoite form is responsible for both intestinal and extraintestinal symptoms of amoebiasis. The disease is transmitted when mature cysts are ingested. Each cyst develops into 8 tropozoites, usually in the intestine. The tropozoites penetrate the mucosa, causing ulceration, abdominal pain, and diarrhea or dysentery. Amoebia may gain access to the liver by the portal vein and cause tissue necrosis. Liver is the major site of extraintestinal infection. The primary infection takes place in the intestine, and second, it may infect the liver also. Therefore, it is called as extraintestinal infection. This is your life cycle of amoebiasis. Then the next term, that is amoebic dysentery or liver abscess. Entamoeba histolytica causes attacks of acute dysentery, which is characterized by presence of blood and mucus in the stools and causes severe abdominal pain. Dysentery occurs when the amoebia invades the wall of intestine, multiply and cause tissue damage, often forming layer ulcers. Further or later on, amoebia may invade the blood vessels and carried to the liver and even to the brain. Death can occur from liver abscess, which can perforate into the lungs and elsewhere. Tropozoites spreads to the liver through portal vein and produce either an acute amoebic hepatitis or may encyst and produce amoebic liver abscess. Amoebic liver abscess is complicated by rupture or extension of infection to the adjacent organs. It is associated with chronic colonic dysfunction, acute perforation, and amoebic granuloma. Amoebic liver abscess is the common extraintestinal infection. It is characterized by abdominal pain, anorexia, weight loss, fever, etc. In more severe forms of amoebiasis, other vital organs like lungs, brain, and genitourinary tract may get affected. This constitutes the cause of extraintestinal symptoms. The drugs which are used in treatment of amoebic infection caused by Entamoeba histolytica are known as anti-amoebic drugs or anti-amoebic agents. Example: ornidazole, metronidazole, tinidazole are the drugs which are used in treatment of amoebiasis. Classification: first class, Ipecacuanha alkaloids, that is first one, that is Ipecacuanha alkaloids obtained from ipecac plant. Example: imetine, dihydroimetine. Second class, quinoline derivatives, subclassified into two classes. First, 8 hydroxyquinolines. At 8 position hydroxy group is present. Example: idoquinol, clyoquinol. Then next, 4 aminoquinolines. Example: chloroquine, amodiaquine. Third class, nitroimidazoles. Example, that is basic heterocyclic ring, that is imidazole, and nitro, that is NO2 group is present. Therefore, it is known as nitroimidazoles. Example: metronidazole, tinidazole, ornidazole. furan derivatives, diloxanate furan, antibiotics, paromomycin, ofloxacin, norfloxacin, etc. In today's lecture, we have covered the causative agent responsible for amoebiasis, life cycle of amoebiasis, and the meaning of amoebic hepatitis and liver abscess. Thank you.